Alright, so next up on the TFC Seacons, we're going to take a look at the Overbite? Yeah, Overbite. And I think his Cyberjaw is the go name. So he comes with the 2 swords, and he comes with only 1 gun this time, unlike Scalor. No place to plug these in for the beast mode, which is, a little unfortunate, but for me, it's not a big deal. So yeah, there he is in his shark mode, shark with legs. Posability here, his jaw does open and close. You can get a pretty big open, but it breaks up the sculpt, of course. Or you can have it more like natural like that. Arms swivel up and down. They hinge here and here, so you get a decent range of motion. Kind of feels like there should have been a hinge going like up, like making it bend this way, but whatever. And each one of the fingers can move independently, just kind of swivels there. Yeah. Back legs ratchet up and down. No in and out because of the way it plugs in together. Thigh swivel, double bend knee, and then the toes do have a little bit of a pivot. Tail is on hinge here. This will fold out, so there's another hinge and then a ball joint. So it destroys the sculpt, but you can get a lot of posability out of it. Then there's a hinge, 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 hinge. So a good range of motion there, up and down, but no real side to side. They do. This top one here is also on a swivel here. It it's more of a port, but it works. And then the tip of the tail can hinge in and out. So yeah, all in all, he looks pretty good. Yeah, does his job what he's supposed to be. So to transform him, again, he's a little bit more tricky than Big Bite, but not by much. The problem with this one, I think this was the first one of the set, and he's definitely he doesn't clean up as well. So pull the legs up here like this, and then you want to untab this section here and pull these panels out like this. Rotate. Come up here, and this piece right here will just untab here, and you can fold it over like that. Then you take the head piece, fold these little clear pieces out of the way temporarily, and this will just all fold up like this. Rotate this whole assembly down and down, like that. Then you want to take the foot piece, or this, okay, let's see. Take this piece, fold this down, and this will fold up. Then you can take this whole assembly, fold this around, and collapse it in like that. Same thing on this side. So down, around, up, and accordion in, clicked into place. Just like that. Take this piece here, and what you want to do is rotate it down, and it flips around, and fold it up. So down, around, and up. Take this piece here, and you just kind of fold that up. I really wish this would have a better place to store, like another hinge in here you would have been able to fold it up under here, but as it is, it just sits on the back. It's a little unsightly, and there's really nothing you can do about it, and that sucks. Alright, fold these 2 outer fingers all the way back, so as far back here as you can, and then the same with the middle thumb, which will reveal a small tab here that'll plug into this slot here. Same thing here. just fold these little blades up like that. This will rotate around, and you can either put it up here or put it down here, whichever you prefer. I'm going to go that so that there's not as much hanging out the back. This will fold down and around, down and around. And you can see his foot here is just a mess. Straighten out the kneecaps. Take the arms here, fold them up. You can, let's see, oh, I guess best thing to do is just fold those out. There's no opening panels or anything like that, and then take the toes here and fold them up. So, like that. Straight out. And then what we want to do here is you take this assembly all the way back, fold up the head, close it up, and then I like to fold that piece together, and then you pull all this stuff out. Take the head here, rotate it around, and it sits back like this, and then this will come up over, rotate this around, and sits like that. No, he wasn't the first one. The big bite was, I think. Pretty sure. And there you go. So my issues with this guy, just right off the bat. First off, what is the deal with this hand? Just to have the circle port there. All the other ones have these open hand, as far as I can tell. And this one's got the full hand. His transformation works, but because the feet don't fold up very well, they're just kind of a mess. And they don't. I mean, you got the fake toe tilt here, and this stuff can kind of move, but it's so like it doesn't quite work very well. And then you got this backpack. It's a pretty significant backpack there. I really wish parts of this would fold up a little bit better, and we would have had a more cleaned up figure. This is just an eyesore. Yeah. You can open this up like that and fold out this cannon here. And this blade can come up, and you can fold this back down. So he's got this big cannon. You can plug that into his hand. No, you can't. Can you? Ugh, it's super tight. So you can hold that, or you can take one of his swords, plug them into his hand. This is a little loose, so I'm guessing that fits better there, and that fits better there. So now, the way they design the weapons, swords can pretty much only go in this hand, the gun can only go in this hand. So, good job. Posability, let's go over that real quick. Head is on a ball joint, so you get the left and right, and up and down. Shoulders ratchet around, no problems there. They double hinge out, so you get a good range of motion there. Bicep swivel, double bend elbow, hand swivels, waist swivels, hips, soft ratchets up and down, more solid ratchets in and out, thigh swivel, bends at the knee. So you got two bends at the knee, but you really only get to use the top one. And then, like I said, really, essentially nothing at the feet, because just the way it's designed. And that is Overbite. scale wise, MP car and MP10. You see how he scales there, and with his brother in arms. And there you go. All in all, of these three, he's definitely the weakest one. He's an okay figure by himself, but he's not great. So he's not a character that's like, oh my god, I need to get an overbite. Well, none of these guys really are, but if you bought him on his own, to be on his own, I think you'd be disappointed at that price point. He definitely works better in the team setup as opposed to individual. Like, these two can go individual, and I think you'd be satisfied with them. He's not one of those figures. He's definitely he's okay. So I don't know if I could sit here and recommend him as strong as I can the other two. So I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I think some of his issues, the feet, the thing hanging off the back of one of the feet, the hand, the weapons, and the backpack, all of these things could have been cleaned up a little bit better. I mean, even his backpack cleans up a little bit better. I mean, yeah, he's still got a big chunk hanging off his back, but just the way it accomplishes it, because it's all just kind of floppy loose. It's not. This one, like I said, it's like if you tab these two into the sides, it's a pretty solid backpack. So, and of course, he's got a backpack that cleans up as well as you can. But I don't know. He definitely feels like they designed him and they threw him out, just kind of like, okay, we're done. We're over this figure. So it feels a little unfinished to me. He does. These two are great. He's not so great. But yeah, that is it for him. And we'll go on to the next one.